All right, it's quiet in here. So we'll get things started. I want to first of all thank everybody for being here on what is a super exciting day in the life of North Dakota Workforce Safety and Insurance, as well as many of our business partners, the governor's office, a number of just truly tremendous partners to have in this initiative. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Art Thompson. I'm the director for North Dakota Workforce Safety and Insurance, and again, welcome to this pivotal day in North Dakota where we're introducing a new statewide initiative enhanced at increasing workplace safety across North Dakota. Our initiative, Get Home Safe North Dakota, is designed to foster a culture of safety that protects not only workers, but their families and their communities. Those of you that are from the Midwest, I think you can the Get Home Safe North Dakota should resonate with all of us. When we have family and friends over to our house, what is the one thing we always say when people leave? Call me, text me, let me know you got home safe. But do we do that with our families, with our coworkers, and the people we see every day when we go to the office? Too many people, this is an assumption that you're going to go to work and you're going to come home safe. But it doesn't happen accidentally, right? So we have initiatives, and this is an important step in reducing the number of workplace injuries and fatalities across the great state of North Dakota. What this campaign looks to do is to honor the significance of everyone's job in shaping their lifestyle. Recognizing the potential threats posed by workplace injuries, we're on a mission to make sure that safety is a fundamental aspect of your daily work life and ensuring that your lifestyle remains secure. To help us share this mission, we are thrilled to have our partners in safety with us. The North Dakota Governor's Office, we want to thank Governor Doug Burgum for proclaiming today as North Dakota Workforce Safety Day. June is National Safety Month, and we hope that we can have the first Monday in June every year to be Workforce Safety Day in North Dakota. I won't read the proclamation because our Lieutenant Governor will do that as part of her remarks today. I also want to recognize the North Dakota Department of Health and Human Services, and particularly Dr. Wiebe, our state health officer. This initiative came together, working together with other agencies, and Dr. Wiebe and his office is looking to make North Dakota the healthiest state in the nation, and one of the aspects to receive that designation is the number of injuries and fatalities caused in the workplace per capita. So when I heard that, we got together and started seeing how we could work together and not only make North Dakota the safest state to work in, but help the Department of Health and Human Services achieve its goal of making North Dakota the healthiest state to live in. Of course, all good partnerships and programs have to have depth. And so we reached out to a number of our business partners and asked them if they could sign up and help us support this initiative and help us reach even more businesses across North Dakota. So I want to also recognize the Greater North Dakota Chamber of Commerce, the Association of General Contractors, the North Dakota Petroleum Council, the North Dakota Motor Carriers Association, the North Dakota Safety Council, the North Dakota branch of the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, and Vision Zero. These are some of our initial partners. So thank you all for being here, and thank you for helping us to get out this important safety message. We're honored today to welcome esteemed speakers, the Lieutenant Governor of North Dakota. Tammy Miller is a longstanding supporter of workplace safety in North Dakota, and we also have Dale Johnson, Senior Vice President and Plant Manager at Dakota Gasification Company, a safety leader here in North Dakota. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Lieutenant Governor Tammy Miller.
Good afternoon, or good morning, I should say. It's always hard to follow that great radio voice of Art Thompson. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you all for being here and sharing our common goal to be the safest state in the nation. We're very grateful for Art and his leadership and vision on this initiative, and super grateful for all team members at WSI. Why don't you all stand up, those are with us who are with us today. Let's give them a round of applause for the care they give our injured workers and the way they promote safety in the workforce. And I know Art already mentioned Dr. Wiebe. I also want to mention Dr. Wiebe. He was a big part of this vision as well. Thank you for your support on this initiative. And thank you to everyone who is with us in person and online. We look forward to helping North Dakota become the safest state in the nation and make sure that every worker gets home safe every day. Art mentioned this a little bit, but I wanted to dive into it just a little bit more. Before joining Team ND, I was the CEO at Border States Electric, and safety was part of our culture and part of how we lived every single day. We had extensive safety training for all of our employee owners. We started every single meeting, if it was in the warehouse, in the office, at a customer site, with a safety share. We had yellow cards. We worked very diligently to completely eliminate distracted driving. So those were some of the things that I had been kind of growing up through my business career with. So I am delighted to be here today with all of you to kick off this statewide initiative to help transform our workplaces, our state, and the lives of every worker. For our workers, we know that a job is more than just work. It is the foundation that supports your life, your lifestyle, your livelihood, and your passion. And we know that one workplace injury can dramatically alter a life and the life of an entire family and community. In 2022, WSI reported 18,000 work-related injury claims. 1/3 of those claims were with relatively new employees who had been on the job for 1 year or less. And that was regardless of age or experience. This underscores the need to more fully incorporate safety into our daily life, especially for those who are in new positions. Also in 2022, WSI reported 12 workplace fatalities. 5 of those were motor vehicle related. This averages out to be 1 workforce fatality per month. Each month, 1 life has been lost in our state at work. We all know that 1 fatality is 1 too many, so we must improve our workforce safety in our state. And it begins today with the launch of this new initiative. With the Get Home Safe North Dakota campaign, we have 4 primary goals: raise awareness, reduce workplace fatalities to 0, decrease injuries and accidents, and create a sustainable safety culture in every workplace. Achieving these goals requires lots of collaboration among employees, employers, government agencies, and community organizations. When safety is a value and a priority, a part of workforce daily life, then a safety culture thrives and everyone gets home safe every single day. I like to say, choice, not chance, determines destiny. The choices we make today and every day about safety will create safer workplaces and will save lives. That's why Governor Burgum proclaimed June 3rd, 2024, Get Home Safe Day. In conjunction with this event and other monthly safety stand-downs, we will bring greater focus on workplace safety to drive our workplace safety fatalities to 0. We encourage all organizations to participate in the Get Home Safe program. This program will provide tools and create a culture of safety. Even if your organization already has a safety program, I encourage you to take part of this program. This unique approach to get home safe can enhance your existing safety programs. Let's all work together to make sure every worker gets home safe every day, to the people they love and the activities that are most important to them. Let's work together to help North Dakota become the safest state in the nation. Thank you. Now I would like to read the Get Home Safe Day proclamation as signed by Governor Burgum. Whereas, a job isn't solely about work. It's the financial backbone that supports a person's household and enables them to pursue passions and hobbies with purpose and freedom. Whereas, even seemingly minor injuries can result in long-term physical, emotional, and financial repercussions. And whereas, work not only sustains a person, but also can have a life-giving impact on friends, family, and loved ones. Whereas, even if a workplace addresses safety, when things get busy and production ramps up, safety measures are often overlooked unless safety is a core part of the organization and the people within it. And whereas, we want to build a community in North Dakota where safety isn't just a priority, it's a way of life. And whereas, the Get Home Safe North Dakota safety movement seeks to reduce workplace injuries and fatalities by fostering a culture that values and protects every worker and ensures that our state remains a fantastic place to live and work. Now therefore, as Governor of the state of North Dakota, I do hereby proclaim June 3rd, 2024, Get Home Safe Day in the state of North Dakota. And now I'd like to introduce Dale Johnson, Senior Vice President and Plant Manager at Dakota Gasification. He's going to share some of his experiences with workforce safety. Welcome, Dale.
All right, thank you. My name is Dale Johnson, Senior VP and Plant Manager at Dakota Gasification Company. We call it DGC. DGC owns and operates the Great Plains Synfuels plant near Beulah, North Dakota. It's a huge chemical complex. We have over 500 employees. And just to give you a sense of the scale, that facility covers almost a square mile. We produce enough fertilizer to supply about a third of the ag usage in North Dakota. So very large, and that's among all of our other products, 13 products in total. So very large process, very large plant, a lot of people, a lot going on. So there's a lot of hazards there. Before I get too far, I want to say thank you to the folks that invited me to be here. I'm flattered to be representing industry. I'm feeling a little underqualified. All the safety professionals in the room, you folks are awesome. Just going on with me and a little bit my background, I started at DGC almost 39 years ago as an engineer. And in my progression, in my career progression, one of my stops was health, safety, environmental manager. And I think moving from engineer to safety just really opened my eyes to the importance of safety, and the importance of having a strong safety program. That's when I got to know Ben and some of the folks from WSI, and really got to more intimate knowledge with our safety professionals. As a lot of the safety professionals in this room, you folks are a fantastic resource. The passion is there, to support the needs of the facilities, and really provide us with those all the things we need to get better and smarter. So, with this initiative, I think I really appreciate the message behind this. The Get Home Safe. It's so important for everyone in the organization to just embrace that. Make sure that we're really working together to make sure that people are getting home. I think the timing on this message is perfect. It's a beautiful day outside. North Dakotans are finally coming out of hibernation. I spent my weekend boating, bicycling, and watching my grandson play baseball. So I covered the 3 Bs this weekend. There might have been a barbecue in there too. So, this is the time when we want to be healthy. We want to enjoy the outdoors. We want to enjoy everything around us and enjoy our family. So, and as Lieutenant Governor said, when people get hurt, it doesn't just impact that person. It impacts everybody around them, our family, our friends. In many cases, we have people that are active in the community. Beulah is a small town. We have people that are on volunteer fire departments and coaches and all of those sorts of things. And if they can't show up, that's a bad day for everyone. So again, that disruption in lifestyle is so important. And even though we have 500 employees, our coworkers become part of our family. They're very close to each other. Excuse me. And so that extended family, if someone is out of the office or out of the workforce, of course those coworkers have to make up for that work. But more importantly, it's emotionally, it's disturbing, it's tough. So I think that with this program, I think it's we have to take this safety to our core and really think about it every day. That it has to be one of those things that we start out the morning with the safety moment. And we do the same. It was my turn this morning. And every day, all the time, we want to be thinking about safety. I've visited with a number of injured employees, and the thing that they say is, I let down my guard for just a minute, and that's when things happen. And with our safety programs, we want to be proactive. We want to be preventative. We want to be looking forward, be thinking about, what is the next thing? What's the next risk? You talked about the young people in the workforce and that injury. Today, we started with 11 new employees. So, yeah, I'm genuinely worried about their well-being and making sure that we train them properly. So just to expand a little bit on DGC, I'm very proud of what we've done. We're not perfect, but I'm still proud of what we've accomplished. And so just a few of the things that come to mind. DGC several years ago became a responsible care company. It's kind of probably not too many people in the room have ever heard of that. It's a program through American Chemistry Council. And really what it's all about, it's about being very systematic about our safety. We very much follow procedures, and we're audited on that by professionals, compliance and safety professionals. And it's, for a plant manager, it's a little scary to have an auditor come in and really take a look behind the curtain. But it's important because they're in there, they're looking to help us get better and identify things that we've done wrong and really promote the things that we've done right. When those people come to the table, they really provide us with best practices. A few of the things that I think are best practice, we have a system, it's using a little bit of technology. We have a computer-based system where we record all incidents, injuries, observations. People go out and actively look for issues. It's all recorded in a common database, and everyone can see that. Everyone can participate. I mentioned, excuse me, I mentioned observations. We encourage our folks to get out and look for problems. Try to identify things before it bites someone else. Kind of that brother's keeper type of thing. And that program is is managed by our safety team. You know, it's a team that's a cross-section from labor and management, and we're working to promote those sorts of processes. If you find a problem and you come up with a good solution to that problem, you get a little reward at the end of the day. And those are the little things that we can do to promote the process, be ahead of safety. So I think that, again, you come home safe every day. Again, it's an everyday thing. As I mentioned before, DGC has a lot of inherent risk. Chemical processes, moving equipment, a lot of new people in the workforce. Those are all risks, and they're a shared risk, whether it's with the leadership or the guy at the front line. We all have to own that risk and really drive it home every day in order to be successful. You know, I think WSI, and we've had some good conversations and some not so good conversations. You know, safety is not just a legal obligation, but it's a moral one. It benefits everybody. And as I mentioned, you know, leaders, frontline people, we have to work together to solve problems and stay ahead of it. And again, make sure those new people are entering the workforce in the right way. Another thing, we need, as leaders, we need to make sure that our people are comfortable in their roles. If they find a problem or they have an injury, that they know that they can report that. There's no fear of reprisal. And you know, safety really is like maintaining your car. It's you have to keep ahead of it. You know, when that tire is starting to get a little bald, you need to fix those things. And that's a challenge at a big plant like mine. We spend a lot of money, a lot of time fixing problems, and it's hard to stay ahead of that. But it's an important investment in our future. I really appreciate being here and having a chance to visit. And Art, I think I'll turn it back to you. Thank you.
Wow, thank you, Dale, and thank you, Lieutenant Governor, for your remarks. I mean, we can sit up here and talk about it from an agency perspective, but I think it means more hearing from folks that were on the front lines that are putting programs in place to protect the most important resource our state has, and that's our workforce. And another thing, when you look at this, I know every industry is short on people, and protecting your existing workforce is such a tremendous investment into your business. Making sure that the people that you have in positions are safe so they can come back to you the next day, and the day after that, and the day after that, and the month after that, and the year after that is critical. And by doing so, that becomes the culture. That sets the tone for your organization. This program isn't just for large or small businesses. It is for every business in North Dakota, regardless of its size. And to help with that, because I know one of the things we hear from smaller businesses is we're not big enough. We can't afford those things. Well, this program, today is just launch day. WSI and our partners have an online resource that will be available to businesses throughout the state. People can sign up and receive newsletters from us. There will be toolbox talks. If you're looking for a safety topic to sit down with your team, that resource will be available online. We're going to track our numbers because we want to see the number of injuries and fatalities in North Dakota trending downward. And we also want our partners that we have. I mentioned a few of the initial ones. If anybody wants to partner with us on this, we welcome that. How do you do that? Let's first start by signing up at gethomesafend.com. That's gethomesafend.com/sign up is how you get to the sign up page. The resources are going to be there. One of the other things that we want to do, you mentioned being proactive, Dale. We have a tremendous amount of statistics that come into our organization. When we start seeing trends, last winter we had a rash of falls, and fall protection not being used contributed to some very significant injuries and a fatality. When we start seeing those trends, we want to be able to put out safety alerts. I mean, a $150 safety harness turns into lack of wearing it, not having it tied off correctly, turns into a fatality. And that is a family's life that is forever changed. Not to mention the impact that it has on the coworkers and the people who were there that witnessed it, and the first responders and everybody else that has a part to play in this. We are very serious about this initiative, and we want to move the needle, and it starts today. Workforce Safety Day in North Dakota. This campaign will continue, and we're going to move the needle with all of your help and support. With that, I say thank you in advance for your commitment to safety. Together, we will make a difference. And as you leave here today, and as you leave your employment every day, get home safe. Thank you for being here.